Okay, are we live? You're live. Okay, I need to get better lighting, which I can do that simply just by logging in to my laptop. There we go. And if I open Chrome, weather.gov, there we go. Okay, so a lot has changed. As you can see, I no longer have a massive shelf behind me. So yeah, it's pretty much official. You know, all of you know at this point that I am moving. I'm not moving very far. I'm moving like a couple towns away. You know, not super far, just out of Cibolo, thank God. And with that, I'm also going on vacation this weekend. I'm going on a cruise. So I'm gonna try to make a base cover and maybe an AI cover and put them up. No promises. I still need to figure out which ones I want to do if I do it. But yeah, you know, I hit my 1 year mark at JW Dillman, so very excited about that. Very proud of it. I had a pre-test this morning for a suite in a medical office building, voice system, like 31 devices. It was successful, very good. So I'm proud of that. I've been exhibiting major success at work, so I'm very pleased with that. So yeah, apart from this shelf being gone, let me show you around. Yeah, it's mostly boxes. Like I've got a box here, my workbench I'm working on getting cleaned up. All these drawers need to go. I can just tape those up and put them in their own box. So, yeah. I'm also thinking about doing a guitar cover. Wonder what y'all would think about that, because I got a new guitar. I don't think I've showed it to y'all. I got a really good deal on it. I went to the famous Alamo Music Store downtown and I got me this. It's an Ibanez. And the guy who sold it to me, he said he put some work into it, and like there was something wrong with one of the strings. I think the nut here, there's something wrong with it, but he said he did a lot of work on it, and he said that, you know, if I wanted to flip it, I could make some good money. I'm like, no, I'm not looking to flip, I'm looking to play. So, and it's an acoustic electric, so that'll really help. So, speaking of music, Sam Ash is closing. Very shocked. So, yeah, I mean, I went by just to see what kind of deals they might be running. I was very disappointed. It's like 5% off everything. And of course, all the Fender stuff is gone. I was just like, what? I would think the Fender stuff would go last because it's the most expensive. But I guess not. Geez, it looks like I have pigtails. I promise I don't. the, yeah, I was very disappointed. Total waste of my time. But, you know, I'm thinking, you know, like the first song that I was ever able to play was If You Leave Me Now. The first song I was ever able to play all the way through, and then I can kind of play Wishing You Were Here. that well. I blew myself away playing it on electric guitar one time. I just like kind of thumbed right through it playing along. But yeah. I'm thinking about doing Hope for Love by Chicago, which is a Terry Kath song. No, that's wrong chord. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to figure out the chords for that one. But yeah, I'll figure something out for y'all, just so I don't leave you hanging this weekend. You know, so that way I can, put something up and then read the comments once I'm back on shore. So, let me see, what AI covers do I have? I recently got Dwayne Bailey's voice onto my software. And what I use to do the AI covers, it's a website called Jammable. That's where I've been doing the AI Peter Cetera covers. So yeah, hello. So I did, what was the last one I did? I think it was You Come to My Senses. I've been getting mostly good responses from them. But the first one that I ever did, which was If This Is Goodbye, that one has gotten the most attention. And people absolutely love that one. So, I mean, let me go and see which ones people seem to like the most. Which I did I did one where Dwayne Bailey sang Happy Man. I haven't posted it. Oh no, I Don't Want to Live Without Your Love. Yeah, I went through a couple name changes, but I'm going to leave it as this. And for those who are fans of Chicago, you'll notice it bears a close resemblance to one of their songs. It's called Mississippi Delta City Blues. So I figured change it up a little bit. Texas Delta City Blues. So yeah, I think it's cool. I think I'm going to stick with it. Rafe Is All Tied Up Now was just kind of a filler name. I was going to use that, but then I was like, no. And that was a play on words of a Dwayne Bailey song. So, I Don't Want to Live Without Your Love. I also have one where Peter sang We Can Last Forever. I did one where he sang Fast Car by Tracy Chapman. I did one where Terry sang that one. What's this? That's You Come to My Senses. Okay, I already did that one. So, let me go on here, and I really want to do some more with Dwayne. And 4 uses already? Huh. Am I? I don't know if I'm the only one who's been using this then. That's fine with me. But, let me see. I really want to have Dwayne sing Hard to Say I'm Sorry. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have Dwayne sing Hard to Say I'm Sorry and see how it comes out. Here, let me whoops. Crap. The generate AI. And this takes like a minute. Post-processing and extract the vocals. That's something I always do. Because usually in the mix, the voice is too pronounced. So I have to download the instrumental, and then I have to download the voice, and then I have to put them together in the blender and turn the voice down a little bit. I had to go back and redo some of the songs that I did. Oh yeah, but I don't feel like dealing with any more name changes, you know, because if I do on one, I have to do it on all of them. So I'm sticking with this one, you know, Grayish Valley. It just seemed tired, you know, as much as I liked that name, you know, it got old, you know. So it's gonna be Delta City Blues because, you know, it's mostly music that I do now. And, you know, I never would have thought, you know, 4 or 5 years ago that I would end up being a singing bass player, you know, who plays some guitar. But, yeah, you know, it's really good. I really enjoy it a lot. And I can tell that a lot of my fans enjoy it. You know, music, it's got such a, and Dwayne Bailey told me this. He said that music is a strong force on earth for all of us. You know, it's universal. You know, especially like if you listen to symphonies, like there are no words. There's no words, you know, in lots of classical pieces. You know, so like no matter what, it'll make everyone feel the same way. You know, and that's what's amazing about it. So, now that I have this up and ready, let's listen to it.
Everybody needs a little time away for her to say from each other.
That is horrific. So, I might have to find some more acapella files of Dwayne. Oh man, that's horrific. So, yeah. I mean, I had that happen with a couple songs that I tried to have Peter sing, and the songs that happened in were, gosh, what were they? Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now. It was a little patchy in If She Would Have Been Faithful. And, do I even still have that one? Or did I delete it? I mean, if I delete it, I can still always download it off the website again, because it's one of my conversions that I used. Okay, that's Love Is Forever. Excuse that. Okay. So, yeah. I did one of Dwayne singing Happy Man, and it came out decent. It came out pretty good. So, I've seen, like, Loyal Opposition. He only posts AI covers on his Patreon because for whatever reason, YouTube gives him trouble for posting it on YouTube. But YouTube hasn't given me any trouble. All I get are copyright claims. And copyright claims, they're not copyright strikes. You know, you can get as many copyright claims as, you know, you can get as many copyright claims as videos you have, and nothing's going to happen to your channel. You're not going to have any restrictions. Copyright strikes, those are what do damage. And thankfully, I don't have any of those. I don't have any community guideline strikes. All I get are copyright claims. So, yeah. So, for me, it's no problem. Loyal Opposition, I don't know. I have no clue why YouTube gives him so much trouble. Yeah, and they'll demonetize you, but that doesn't affect me either, because I'm not monetized. So, yeah, let me see. What other songs could I do? Let me look at Chicago 17. I mean, Peter sang most of the ones on Chicago 17, so there's not a whole lot that I could really do with this one. Because on 17, we've got Stay the Night, We Can Stop the Hurtin', Only You, Hard Habit to Break, Remember the Feeling, and then Along Comes a Woman, Please Hold On, Prima Donna, Once in a Lifetime, and then You're the Inspiration. So, and most of those, you know, have Peter's very prevalent in most of those. And then Chicago 18, you've got Niagara Falls, which was a song that Peter liked. I Believe is a song Peter liked. And, yeah, I mean, I'll look at Chicago 18. Oh, don't do this to me. Stupid thing. So, yeah, we got Niagara Falls, Forever, She Would Have Been Faithful, the new 25 or 6 to 4, which I actually really like. I like the new arrangement of 25 or 6 to 4, the 80s one, and they actually played that one on stage. They opened the show with that one and then closed with the original 25 or 6 to 4. And that was the only tour that they ever did that. After the tour for promoting 18, they cut that one out completely, and they haven't played it since. And then they've got Over and Over, It's Alright, Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now, I Believe in One More Day. Now, Over and Over, I actually really like that one. That one is on the B-side of one of the 45s. I do not remember which one. If I went through them, I could tell you, but I have all my records boxed up. So, yeah. I had Peter sing Will You Still Love Me? I might retry If She Would Have Been Faithful. Or I might even have Dwayne try it. But yeah. And then Chicago 19. Chicago 19 is very good. You know, I need to I do still have some from 19 that I haven't uploaded. I have one where I had Peter do We Can Last Forever and What Kind of Man Would I Be? I don't think I was real happy with it though. Let me see. How does this sound? Y'all tell me. Whoops. That's not it. What's this? No. No. I guess I deleted it. Well, I can always go back on the website and do it again. So, yeah, so basically how the AI works, how doing the AI covers work, is you go to this website. You do have to have a subscription to do it, but you can search AI models, and Peter Cetera is on there, and then I got a voice pass to put Dwayne Bailey on there, and then I'm gonna do Bill Champlin and probably Jason Sheff. Once I figure out a time to. Because to do that, I have to isolate their voices from songs, and that can be really challenging. You know, especially when you don't want to pay. When you don't want to pay for a voice isolator, it can be really quite a task. But yeah, so for whatever reason, the bonehead that originally put Peter Cetera on here changed it to PC Mobley. So I had trouble looking for it. I was like, no, did they take Peter off the site? And then you just put the YouTube link in there, and you just yeah, it just takes that, extracts the vocals, and it just puts his voice over it. It has his voice saved in there pretty well. So, let me see. So I could do What Kind of Man Would I Be? Thinking about doing that one again, just to do it better. Well, yeah, I don't know. I could do that one. I could do... And don't get me wrong, Peter's voice was great, but it doesn't fit with everything. Like, I tried it on Stone of Sisyphus, and I hated it. I absolutely hated it. You know, it doesn't sound right. You know, it just, because, you know, he wasn't the original singer of that. The person who did the lead vocal was Dwayne Bailey. So, like, I mean, and, you know, you can't really change the style. Like, if you want to change the style, like change a phrasing, you would have to record yourself singing it, and then, you know, put that into the thing, and, yeah, because it gives you an option to drop an audio file instead of a YouTube link. You'd have to record yourself singing it with your phrasing, and then put his voice over yours. So that's how that would work, if you wanted to do it that way. Which, I mean, it's all doable. you know. And like this is still pretty new technology, but it is pretty fun to learn how to work with it. And since it's kind of the trend, I decided to jump on it, and it got me some extra views. Because just like, whoa, this guy is, he's doing all the old acts, and I'm thinking about doing not just Chicago. I was thinking about doing. Who else was I thinking about? I was thinking about doing some Richard Marx tunes. Um, just because I like Richard Marx, and I don't. Who else? I don't know, but I'll figure something out. Like I've got a whole playlist that I update pretty frequently. It's called Mall Music. It is it's pinned on my channel. I've got songs like Hope for Love by Chicago, um, Right Here Waiting, Richard Marx, I'll Be Over You, Toto. Like songs that would you might stereotypically hear at the mall. That gives you that mall vibe. I've got a lot of songs. I've got 134 songs in here. I've got Turn the Page, Bob Seger, What a Fool Believes, Doobie Brothers, Make It With You, Bread, Piano Man, Billy Joel, Careless Whisper, Nothing Else Matters. I've got a lot of songs in here. So, there's definitely something to listen to. And I listen to this playlist a lot when I'm at work. I listen to this while I'm working. Whether I'm doing a riser room or a suite remodel. So, yeah. Huh. I'm thinking about having Peter do Right Here Waiting, Richard Marx. Or Hold On to the Nights. And I found fairly recently I found a video where Richard Marx, Timothy B. Schmidt, and Randy Meisner did Take It to the Limit. And it was really good. I loved the way that Richard sang the second verse. I was just like, oh my gosh. Like his voice, it's really raspy, but it sounds good, But with Joan Jett, it doesn't sound good. Okay, I do not like Joan Jett's voice. I hate it, in fact. It's just like gross. So, yeah, I'll figure something out to put up for this weekend. But, yeah, right now I am off of work. I'm off of work until middle of next week. And, I did that because, since we're leaving tomorrow, I figure I'm going to stay home and I'm going to, get working on, getting this place cleaned up so we can have showings and stuff. The house. So, yeah, but, I may do a Fallout stream. I may do one today. It just depends on, what I get done and if I feel like it, because, the game it's still been laggy, even not streaming. And, actually, I got a request to do the St. Elmo's theme with Peter singing it, so that's probably what I'll do. Because, yeah, since that one was requested, that's going to be my main priority. So, yeah. And for whatever reason, someone had Peter sing like a Spanish song. I was just like, seriously? And someone also did one where he sang a Sammy Hagar song, and it sounded really good. Like, let me show you this. This actually does not sound bad. Where is it? Yeah, Give to Live, Sammy Hagar.
Ooh, I can see that you've got fire in your eyes, and pain inside your heart. So many things have come and torn your world apart.
Like, that totally sounds like a Peter song. You know, it kind of reminds me of Chains from Chicago 16. You know, and I'm gonna do a video, you know, I think Chicago is still very influenced by Peter. A lot of their songs on the Born for This Moment album, they sound like they were influenced by Peter's 80s tunes. So, you know, there's definitely more to come. You know, I'm not running dry. I'm not running out of ideas, definitely. So, yeah, you know, I've definitely got stuff coming up. So, I might try to have Dwayne sing Just You and Me. But, well, actually, let me see. Yes, my conversions. Dwayne.
The crime will continue. Give us a chance to get to know each other. If I tell where we lost perspective, cut my heart unpretendingly.
That's a live one I did. Oh, that's just a vocal, I think. And I showed this to Dwayne. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that definitely sucks. But thankfully, you know, the music that I try to use, you know, Dwayne songs because they do not have copyright on YouTube, and I've even tested it. I've done lyric videos for a lot of his songs, and I haven't gotten a copyright claim on a single one of them. So, those are safe to use. And I actually got the Private Parts album, which I actually have sitting up there, which you can't see because it's blocked by my name. I got one of those on vinyl, and I got another one yesterday, and I'm going to send it to Andrew because it's one of the best albums I've ever listened to. Like, it's up there with some of my favorite albums of all time. You know, and that was Dwayne Bailey's band before he joined Chicago. And unfortunately, he had to break his band up so he could join Chicago. It sucked. You know, good part of me wishes that, you know, he hadn't taken that gig, joined Chicago. Because at the very end, he'd hired Martina McBride. That was very shocking to me. And, you know, Dwayne, he's got an incredible voice. Like, listen to this. Dwayne, he's got an amazing voice. You know, what can I say? And I even showed it to Dwayne himself, and he was like, "Great job, pretty song." You know, I wanted to get his opinion on, you know, how good it sounds, and he was pretty impressed. Like, let me show you this. Right here, the chorus of "Just You and Me" by Chicago. Never release me. Listen to that top part. Yeah. Like, I never thought that this would happen, but he's actually become my favorite singer. He's topped Peter Cetera for me, which I don't think anyone thought was possible, because I share a birthday with Peter and I play bass just like him. It's the fact that someone came in and, you know, completely blew him out of the water. It's incredible. It takes a lot to do that, you know. And, you know, he didn't become my favorite because I share a birthday with him. I discovered that we share a birthday after the fact, and it made it even more special. I was just like, wow. And I showed my mom, and she was blown away. Escalators.co. Huh. But yeah, you know, this stuff it's fun to play with, you know. It's fun to experiment with it. And you know, I showed Dwayne some of the covers that I was doing, like I Don't Want to Live Without Your Love, What Does It Take, and Love Is Forever. And he's like, Jason sang all of those. It doesn't sound like Peter at all, because even when I listen to these, I still hear Jason. And I was just like, wow. Because, you know, the ones that I did, I'm very proud of. You know, the ones that are on YouTube, those are the ones that I'm proud of. The ones that I haven't posted yet, you know, those are kind of, you know, I want to redo them. But every month I get 20 conversions, you know, just for paying, like, what, $2? I pay $2 a month for this, and, you know, I get to do 20 conversions, so it's great. But, so let me show y'all what I got going on. As far as cleaning, I've got a big pile of mess. All these clothes. I got my workbench cleaned, mostly. It used to look so much worse than this. Like, this is actually manageable. You know, I've got a lantern here. This is just a shell. And, you know, like this I can have cleaned off in like a minute. But these drawers need to go. This car top station, which is my lamp, this needs to go. I would love to integrate these buttons just so I have a reason to press them more, because these are super satisfying. These are the old Montgomery buttons. And I have this so that, see, oh, shoot. That powers the outlet. But if I switch this to inspect, the outlet will only be powered if I press the safe button. So, yeah, that's something I did. That was a project. A good friend gave that to me when he gave me the Westinghouse panel from the Embassy Suites, which I still have. So, yeah, these drawers, I just need to tape them closed. These drawers need to be taped closed, and then they'll be put in a box. So, excuse that. And this right here, y'all probably saw this. You're like, what in the heck is this? So, this is a new project that I'm working on. I recently discovered triggerable MP3 players. And I hooked up one of this. I found a voice file of a fire alarm voice message. And I put it on here, and whenever you short between input 1 and the negative, or in this case ground is what they have it listed, it's stupid, it will play that message. And if you short input 2, it'll play message 2. So it's really cool. So I've got 2 sets of relays, and I'm gonna make them all latching. And my project manager's into this too, but he's like, you should just get a Raspberry Pi. I'm like, that would be a learning curve. I try to do everything relay logic, you know, at all costs. And you can see I've got some wiring started on this. And this is actual fire alarm wire. This is 18.2 fire alarm wire. I've got transformer up there going to this, and then this is going to power, like it's powering the, it's going to power the relay boards. It's going to power this. And yeah, I also have an Edwards power supply as well. So I'll be able to use that for, you know, any NACs that I have. And I got this thing for testing, because whenever tornado message comes in, I want to have this so that I can have my weather radio. I can get a weather radio with the external alert jack that you put wires into, and whenever that's triggered, it will send a signal to this, and it'll play the tornado warning message. Of course, I'll have to set it to where it only goes off for tornado warnings. But it'll make the alert strobe flash instead of the white strobe. So, yeah, that's a project right there. And it's gonna be a big one, but yeah, I still got to get a few more parts for it. I got this LOC from one of my coworkers. They threw a bunch of stuff away, and I got a plethora of alarms as well. I got a lot of speaker strobes and quite a few pull stations. I listed those pull stations. I was like, okay, I'll put 15, I'll keep a few. And within the hour, someone bought all 15 of them. So I made a good amount of money off of those. But this shelf needs to go. My amp can probably stay. These 2 light fixtures need to go. This drawer needs to go for sure. This thing is, yeah, it's pretty bad. Here's all the stuff from the Palacio del Rio, including these. You do not know how blown away I was when I found those in there. I was like, wow, these have been sitting in my room for a day and I didn't even know it. I screamed when I saw those. And yeah, that is the proof that those buttons were actually used at that hotel. I've got key switches. Not really planning on selling anything. I was planning on, I did have these listed for a while, just to see if Master Elevator would buy them, so that way, you know, I had it listed pretty high so that they couldn't make a whole lot of money off of it, because they bought a button from me kind of like this for $25, and they're trying to sell it on their website for $117, which is just, ugh. Andrew was not happy about that when he found out. And using a 3D printed plate, I don't think that's allowed on any elevator. So whoever buys that is going to get screwed. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, I just got junk everywhere. I have been working on it. Getting this shelf out of here was the big thing, and I'm glad that it's gone. I didn't save the shelf at all. I have all of my elevator parts still, of course. Those aren't going anywhere. They're just all in a box right now. But the shelf, it's completely trashed. There was no saving it. I'd rather start over with a new one because, the wiring, now that I've been doing, fire alarm for a year, like all of my stuff was free wired and I didn't like it. I didn't like the way that it looked. So, yeah, and I mean, my bedside table, this needs to be cleaned as well. It's like the front seat of my pickup. I always try to keep it clean, but stuff always seems to find its way. And, my desk, my drawer, this drawer has been like this for several years. There was one time I moved it. I took all my stuff off the top of my desk, put it in the drawer, and I never took it out. Just to have the desk cleared so I could move it. But, yeah. Oh, you want to see some preheat fluorescent action? Alexa, red light on. That wasn't blinky. Oh, I can just push this switch with my foot. There you go. And it's a bulb that I've wanted for a long time. It is an F20 T12 red Sylvania. And boy, is this beautiful red. It's an amazing red. And then I've got this, of course, still got that. Never gonna get rid of that. And that's a very nice blue. And something I wish was preheat is this clock. But I do have this, which is very cool. Jason somehow figured out how to decode it. And yeah, he's not going to release it publicly because it's technically proprietary to Kone. But here's something that is preheat. If my clock isn't, of course, my Westinghouse Annunciator is fully preheat. That was a fun project. And this looks so good. I found this panel on eBay. It looks brand new. Like, look at this. The letters, they're perfectly inked. Perfectly embossed. Not a single scratch on the panel. Oh, goodness sakes. No sooner than I say that, we got that. But regardless, very good looking panel. You can tell it's been sanded on, but it looks incredible. And I was like, $50 might be a lot, but I'm never... I was like, $50 might be a lot, but I'm never going to find another one of these for this price or in this condition. So, yeah. That's what I got going on. So, base cover, maybe. AI cover, probably. And, all the stuff in here, don't worry about it. I will get it taken care of. So, I'll do it off camera. But, my shelf with my, turntable on it, that is going to be staying for the showings for now. My closet needs a bit of work. But, yeah, other than that, we're in pretty good shape. We are in pretty good shape here, and I appreciate the three of you staying the entire time of this stream. So, anyway, with that, I am going to go ahead and hop off here so I can, you know, start working on this. It shouldn't take me that long. But I need to focus on everything. I need to get all the stuff on my desk off of it. These are papers that I cannot show you. But yeah, and I don't think this is salvageable. The screen kind of, that's all right. I am still going to keep it, though, because it was my first weather radio ever. So, anyways, I'm done with this video. Thank you once again for your continued support. You know, we just hit 600 subscribers, and I was just like, wow, you know, my channel is growing. Yeah, absolutely. You know, I want it to look good for, you know, my base covers, and, you know, you bet when I'm done with this, I will do a base cover. You know, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll probably do What Kind of Man Would I Be? And I'll sing it too. Just because. Why not? You know, I have the ability to. I'm not going to waste it. So, I am thinking about getting another bass. Another 5-string, because I want to have one with flat wounds and one with the round wounds. Which I actually have a spare set of round wounds laying around, so that shouldn't be a problem. But it'll probably have round wounds on it anyway. So, yeah. And I'm thinking about getting another Ibanez, because I really like the sound of that bass. You know, before I made it fretless, I really loved the sound of it. And, you know, Jason Chef, he did not use Fenders. He didn't really use Fenders. So, very interesting. So, anyway, hope y'all have a good one, and I will talk to y'all real soon.